So here we are, Friday the 18th of October, and today is going to be the test run for Ian's boat, which is named the ARA Rose. We've got a bit of fog outside. That's not too much of a problem on the boat, but it does mean it will be nice and flat calm. A bit of a high tide, a little bit higher than I would have liked to have taken the boat out on a test run, particularly as it's a launch and recovery job on the slipway at Two-Tree, and the slipway at Two-Tree is not great, as we know. Yeah, everything should be okay. It's got a big engine on it. It's got an 85 horsepower engine, and that will run flawlessly when we was shown the boat and when we purchased it. We're going to also run it up on the hose down at the Lee Motorboat Club, just to pre-warm the engine, just to make sure we know exactly what we're doing with the starting procedure. We've got bungs down there to put into the boat. That should be fine. We don't have an auxiliary engine for the boat at the moment, and I have brought along some paddles just for an emergency. And of course the water's very cold now, so I'm going to be a bit careful what we're doing. We do have an issue with the winch, because it's a fully electric winch which requires 12 volts power off of a decent amperage battery to run it with a remote control. And last night in the dark we were trying to make sure that works. It does, but it winches in at a very, very slow rate compared to, you know, the normal winch, hand winch that you'd have on a boat. So that might be fun, particularly with the tide running as fast as it will be on the tide today, which I think is a 6.2 or a 6.3. So it's going to be pulling quite hard across the slipway. It's not an ideal tide really. We've got 4 men, which should be ample people to, you know, get the boat on the trailer one way or the other, albeit someone's going to get wet, and I'm hoping it's not going to be me with my leg, but we'll see. Day 1, test run. I'd like to remind you, Ian, that you're actually on the wrong boat, mate.
Oh,
that's mine.
Well, I thought it was in Florida, so I grabbed any boat I could.
No, we have Russell here.
Anyway, I can tell it's yours because it's only little.
Very funny. Man in white.
Man in white.
Does it fit? Yeah, that will fit somebody, won't it?
I think Russell.
Oh, Russell and I survived. What about you?
I've got my own
stomach.
He's got.
You're not coming out, Jerry?
No.
Why have you got a rubber ring on then?
There we go. So that one, that's one person. Right.
But not now.
Well, I'm going to Moulder to pick them up.
Yeah. So if you're waiting,
doing that on the way through.
if you're waiting for
Not on
this,
the way, is it?
if you're waiting for this one to float, you might have quite a while.
I don't know. From what you keep saying about religion, it's coming, isn't it?
Well, we'll be all right.
Boy goes
Yeah,
to
we'll
me,
be all right.
I'm getting a caravan. I said, why, when they're safer? I said, not if it floods, it ain't. My boat will be much safer.
Right. Well done for finding that one. So we've got to move the boat now down to the hose over there, so that we can run the engine up just to make sure everything's okay. I'm sure it will be, but you know, it's just making sure that we can it all runs up. So the boat's coming up behind me on the trailer. And I think that's it. Okay, it's quite a long hose. Hopefully that'll do. Can you get to it from there?
Where's the other connector?
Oh,
Can't connect up.
why not?
It's just a hose end. You need the other bit to
No,
go into
can
it.
you not take that off and just have the bit that sticks out?
No, it's fixed on.
Bloody hell.
So you need
Can't do
another.
it.
You need another fitting on that to slide into the hose.
Bugger.
Well, I'll walk up and see whether there's one on the other.
Oh, what, the pop bit that pops on, you mean? Is that the one?
There's your hose end. Yeah, I was wondering. So you want something like that? That screws in there and slides in that?
Which we haven't got, have we?
No. But I'll walk up to the next one and see.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Duncan. If not, then we'll just have to go without testing
Well,
it. That's all.
no, test it just to make sure if you fires and runs for a couple of seconds, you'll be fine.
It ran
It ran when he had it in bucket of water. Right?
flawlessly when we.
No problem.
But if there is one on there, let us know and we'll just have a look. So yeah, we're ready to go, but we didn't realise that the headphone, as we call it, that goes on the back needed a connector, because my one, I think it fits on with just a Jubilee clip or something stupid. That's the one. It only goes in one side.
Got a hole in there, have you?
So
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be okay. It's got a telltale on it, and it was working in the container. The only problem with it was the water was splurging around so much that you couldn't really get a good pull on the water pump up to the top end where it comes out the top. Here comes Duncan, and it's a no with the connector, unfortunately. So, what are you going to do now?
Take that of water.
Yeah?
No choice, you've got to test it in the water.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Where's the bung? Bung's in.
Bung's in, ready to go.
Yeah.
So that is it.
You
You want me to reverse it down?
Reverse it.
Into the water?
Drive down there first. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Alright, okay. Right, off we go. Yeah, I did think of that last night actually.
But the other slipway's better.
Yeah. Well, not down the bottom it's not. It's
No.
bloody terrible. Right, off we go. So we've got Russell and Ian on the boat. And we're going to go down and give it a go. Just a little interesting little fact here. Our barge, which I believe is almost 100 years old, had a big issue with that last week and it sank. And there was quite a lot of water actually in the barge. And at the moment they're doing a survey on the actual barge just to see whether they're going to be able to keep it or whether it's got to be chopped up and find another barge.
Tested.
They're doing an ultrasonic test on it, as Duncan just said.
Minimum 5mm.
Yeah, so we're waiting to hear what's going to happen on that. It's quite busy down here today, as you can see.
All dog walkers.
Yeah. We're clear on that edge there.
Yeah.
So we're clear there.
Just going to capture it a bit.
Clear there. Oh no. This is the problem with it. And you really can't go very fast down here. It's really dangerous because the road is awful.
Yeah. They said we could launch here and use the
yeah.
thing.
Well, we didn't try it really, but.
Summer on a hot day, it's not too bad, is it?
So I've been standing at the back of the boat, messing around with Ian, trying to get the right amount of fuel and petrol in there. Didn't realise the tide had come up. And I got a boot full now. Well, not a boot full.
They say fill your boots, mate.
Yeah, I think that's what it means, yeah.
Right, we need to get on the boat.
No, you don't. No, I've got to get on the boat.
My leg just hurts, I know that.
So yeah, we should be okay. We've got plenty of fuel now. We've poured it all in, but we did. I believe we was told it was auto lube the engine, and it clearly isn't. So anyway, there we are. So we've got it in, but I couldn't really see what I was doing getting it down there because it's a bit difficult. So we're just. The issue we've had here is that it's ended up a little bit close to this edge here. And if the trailer goes down there, that would be a nightmare trying to get that back up. But it's moved it over now, so it should be okay. It should just float off in a minute. And then we can put the trailer back up the top, pull the boat up alongside the slipway, jump on and see how we go. now, which is a lot easier. Record stuff. Keep it nice and steady. You alright, Em? Confident with it?
Oh,
No. You're supposed to say yes.
it says a boat.
Oh,
It's not like an aeroplane.
Duncan loves these boats. You get banged around all day, don't you?
What was that?
You like these sort of boats where you get bounced around all day.
It's not like your boat, you get proper bounce around in his boat, don't you?
Duncan in his undies.
They're proper budgie smugglers and ones as well.
At least it did go in the water, so thank you very much, Duncan.
Front lift too quick and then the back end side, what do you call it? You happy with it? Southend Pier now, and water's nice and stable and everything. It's taking very long to get down here. How long do you reckon it took to get down here? 10 minutes. What now? 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
15 minutes to get down here. Someone fishing off of the down the inside. We've got a fog horn on at the moment. I'll go back now. Since it's your first run.
You've got a fishing boat there, another boat there. This is where, after that find really, off the south end, they jump on it and motor a mile out and I'm there.
It's a lot easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a nice little run past the pier now.
It's not like another boat. What could have put the trousers on?
Just remember, he's the speed. You're not allowed to go fast past the pier.
No.
Away from the pier and
Could you plug that in for me?
Which way am I
please?
going? That way?
You're headed over there.
Yeah.
Head for that green boy.
Which way? Hang on though.
One straight ahead.
That's it.
Lovely.
The one that's straight in front of you.
Oh no.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
Buster.
Don't like me.
Oh no, not again. So there is some kind of a fuel issue with this boat. Oh, bloody hell.
Keep it going.
I don't know, there's just something wrong with the fuel system on it at the moment. I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, got it.
So we're not going to take too many chances. I mean, we could get right down to Red Sand Towers in just a very small space of time, but you've got to have 100% faith in the engine, and really we need to get this back and do a service on it, do the fuel lines, I don't know, do something on it just to make
Fuel
sure.
lines are the first thing I do.
Yeah, just to make sure that it's actually okay.
I think the fuel lines causing fuel starvation.
I don't think-
You know when I was power earlier,
Yeah.
as in I was doing what you said with the trim,
Yeah.
and obviously it took it too high or too
Yeah.
low, it won't
No.
I don't think there's anything actually wrong with the engine. I think it's just
Nah, it's just a service, isn't it?
I think it's just a line. The
So
fuel
set
line.
new parks, new fuel line, we're fine.
I'm surprised why they put such small fuel lines on it though.
Yeah,
It's like something off of a 125.
Because it used to have a Suzuki 20 on it, didn't it?
and that's probably the same fuel
The
line.
same
yes,
fuel line for the
changed
Suzuki
it, yeah.
20. Got a bit more throttle there.
This one, yeah, we have
Forward, yeah.
Yeah.
Russell in control now. It takes quite a lot to tip it onto the plane. You have to put some weight up the front. Get around that with maybe a bit of ballast at the front in the boat itself.
Once we put the shelving in there, I'll put more weight down the front, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You might want to move your other back seat towards the front to get that longer leg.
Eh?
Get a big back seat.
I'll put all the shelving in there to hold it up the line.
Move the back seat up towards the front, so the weight's on it.
So I'm sitting in the cabin at the moment. What's left of it? So there's a small. Oh, dear oh Lord. It's a little. We're trying. I think what Ian's going to do with this is really just a locker, you know, right at the bow of the boat here. But I think it's big enough to actually make a sort of a cabin where you can just sit in. Really, all the electrics are there. And the doorway's there, but I think, you know, we might be able to do it. I mean, it's the bottom of the boat there and there, so we're going to see if we can make something of it. Never trust a person in control. Never trust a person in control of their boat in their pants.
You know what this is, Paul? It's like a P. Diddy party.
Yeah, but it's not my boat, is it?
Good point.
Thing is, this boat hasn't actually got a name at the moment,
It has.
and I'm thinking about calling it Duncan's Pants. What do you reckon, Ross?
What are you doing in Duncan's face?
That didn't be the first or the last time.
Nice little boat there going past on the board.
Calvins. I don't know who the Calvin is.
Yeah.
And we're back to Tutri now.
Bloody silicon on here.
Well, I don't know. All that being replaced with Calvin slump cars.
So all the way from the pier,
Plugs on.
all the way back up here now.
Is that little boat taking on water?
He's taking on the water.
That might be sinking.
Well, it's not sinking, it's just a little bit full of rainwater.
Yeah,
Right.
that don't look very healthy, does it?
Just more right here and leave it here.
We can do, we got to pay
Hey ho, hell, let me know. Who's paying for that one?
somebody.
No, the club does more than here.
So yeah, it was a successful little run.
On there, so it dries out. A permanent walk won't cost you a lot.
There's a few modifications to do to the trailer. It's it needs rollers on it. It's like really hard doing it without rollers. So
Right there.
yeah, we'll have to sort that out. But it's a fairly successful first run, other than the fact that the fuel line's the wrong size and stuff like that, and it was causing a bit of
Enough water to go straight over it.
fuel, you know, shortage, starvation. That was the word.
Back in there then, Paul.
You can go up round to where we used to ski for a bit if you want. Yeah, you got
Right
time.
then, Paul, you have a go.
Oh, I'm going to take the helm now, so I'll let someone else do some video. All these boats are all moored on the in the deep water part, just off the slipway.
Yeah,
Slipway's back there now,
about 15 grand.
and we're heading up now to where I used to do skiing back in the 1980s. It's not as easy to navigate these days as it was in the old days. It's quite silted up. But we're heading at Hadley Castle now. Just up past Hadley Castle. Can't really hold it. Only doing a few knots, but do that you can't really see it. Next time I come out I'll bring a proper camera with me.
Paul,
Yeah, so behind us up there East Benfleet Boatyard. We used to have a lot of boats up there in the old days, including Jackdaw, which was the first boat that my dad had. So I'm not going to go right up there, but yeah, I mean we've gone from the pier to Hadley in probably, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe, if that. And we've obviously had to cut the speed down coming back, so it's quite nice up here. Again, it's all silted up more than it used to be. If you look over there, you can see where the bank's creeping out further and further. Pick up a little bit of speed now, not much, because it's officially 8 knots.
The little thing is the 2 wheels fixed to the back, so that you can take one control and then...
You've got a blue one?
Yeah, I know.
Hello, sailor.
Yeah. So you've had a successful first trip.
Yeah, eventually.
So we need to modify the trailer. We'll
Yeah,
do that until we get there. We'll just put those 6 days down and then the boat will sit off and get the rollers. And then we'll change the fuel line and redo the throttle engine to make sure we can get more throttle on it.
And the steering.
So we're back at Two Tree now, but the trailer up there needed adjustment on those rubbing strakes.
Yeah.
We're going to replace these for rollers.
We need to get it done really underwater.
But yeah, it's a good day. Enjoyed it really. We've just got to tend with that electric winch now, which is not going to be fun. We'll do what we can. Good few issues. It's taken us half an hour to get the boat on the trailer, and what we found is that these rubbing blocks, which we don't really use, we use rollers, is actually in the wrong place. It cuts through there, and that causes a hell of an issue with friction when you're trying to pull it up. Now Duncan lowered it, but the problem, so we can get it on, but the problem is the whole block just doesn't sit in the right place. The block's too long. So I would advise Ian to just do away with those, buy some rollers and put some rollers on it, because it's been a bit of an embarrassment really trying to get it back on. There's quite a few people fishing down on the actual slipway and stuff, you know. It's been a good day, you know, we enjoyed it and everything, but there's just a few teething problems with this whole boat that needs sorting out, which won't take long. While you're on there, can you fully tilt it? Because it's only about halfway up at the moment. That's cool. So we're now going to go up the boatyard, wash it all down, run it through,
So we're out of the water, so yeah, we should be.
and do all the mods that need doing to it over the winter.
Stop the engine from coming up higher.
And then next year we should have a good boat. We're back at back in the boatyard now. Everything's been washed down, get rid of all the salt. We did manage to get some water, fresh water, to go through the engine with the headphones. Not as much as we would like to have done. So there's a few things we've got to sort out. It's all nice and clean now. Got this back.
Trailer?
No water coming out the end of the trailer.
It should be.
Nothing yet.
There's a rush forward.
Not sure. Well, not much. Just dripping where it's been in the sea, or at all. The idea of that box section is so that it runs out, but so we've got a couple of things to do on this engine really, but it shouldn't take too long. So we have a glorious day today
Do that. Want to stay the other side?
at Lee Motorboat Club.
Back.
Tide's up really high. We could actually navigate this river now. because obviously it's well known for being silted up. But if you look there closely, you can see how fast the water's running over there. It's going pretty quick. There's other people out on the water today as well. Looking forward to next year. Hopefully do some more activities on boats next year than we did this year. It's been so busy with everything, we haven't had a chance.